Barry Zito was an observer during San Francisco's championship run 2 years ago. This year, he's a key part of the rotation, and he, along with Pablo Sandoval, were the two big stories in the Giants' 8-3 win against Detroit in Game 1 of the World Series on Wednesday. What will be the big stories in Thursday's Game 2? Here are 5 storylines to keep an eye on. Shake off the rust. Did the Tigers have such an easy time against the Yankees in their 4-game sweep in the American League Championship Series? Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. That they are paying for it in the World Series. That certainly wasn't the Justin Verlander the baseball world has come to know in Game 1. Now the Tigers turn to Doug Fister in Game 2. The Tigers are trying to turn around a trend. They were the 6th team since the expansion of the LCS to a best-of-7 in 1985 to sweep its opponent. Atlanta, which swept Cincinnati in the 1995 NLCS and then beat Cleveland in the World Series, is the only one of the previous 5 to win the World Series. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Is the extra time off an obstacle? It certainly puts a rotation out of whack. Verlander was starting on 7 days of rest in Game 1. Fister will be working on 11 days of rest. Anibal Sanchez will be working on 12 days of rest in his Game 3 start on Saturday, and Max Scherzer will have had 9 days between starts when he takes the mound in Game 4 on Sunday. Panda Power. 2 years ago, when the Giants were winning their first World Series since moving from New York in 1958, Sandoval spent most. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Of the postseason on the bench, amid concerns that in only his second year in the big leagues, the third baseman, currently listed as weighing 240 pounds, was eating his way into oblivion. What a difference 2 years makes. Rest assured, Sandoval, more than anybody on the Giants, got the Tigers' attention in Game 1, and he will be a focal point in Game 2. While Zito provided stability on the mound, Sandoval became the 4th player to hit 3 home runs in a World Series game. He also became only the 4th player. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. To hit 2 home runs in a Major League game against Verlander, Max Swisher did it while with Oakland in 2006. Carlos Quentin of the Chicago White Sox and Shirley Duncan of Cleveland equaled his feat in 2011, each hitting homers in successive at-bats against Verlander. Kung Fu Panda, as Sandoval is affectionately known, is certainly hot. After being limited to 3 World Series at-bats as a designated hitter in Game 3 against Texas 2 years ago, capping a 3-4-19 postseason in which he had no home runs and 2 RBIs, he is hitting .370. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. This postseason with 6 home runs and 13 RBIs in 13 games, left out Zito shut down the Tigers in Game 1. Madison Bumgarner gets the challenge in Game 2. Bumgarner has been struggling, and was removed from the rotation in favor of Tim Lincecum in Game 4 of the NLCS. Word was his mechanics were so out of whack that the Giants didn't believe he could be straightened out until he could work on them in game situations next spring. Just the same, manager Bruce Bochy decided to start Bumgarner in Game. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. To instead of Lincecum, who struck out 5 2 1/3 perfect innings of relief in Game 1. The Tigers can't be too happy. They are 27-28 in games started by left-handed opponents this year. More telling, they are 10-3 overall this postseason, and the 3 losses have all been in games started by a left-handed opponent. The only postseason game they've won when facing a left-handed starter was Game 1 of the ALCS, started by Andy Pettitte, but they blew a 4-run lead in the 9th before winning in 12 innings. Bumgarner has challenges of his. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. He has worked only 8 innings in his first 2 starts this postseason, allowing 10 runs on 15 hits and 2 walks. Including the regular season, he's reached 6 innings once in his past 6 starts. Unarmed will Jose Valverde disappear again? After working a shutout inning against Oakland in his first Division Series appearance this year, Valverde has allowed 11 runs, 9 earned, in 1 and 2/3 innings over 3 subsequent appearances. he retired only one of the 5 batters he faced in Game 1 of the World Series. His fastball was "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." Clocked at 94 miles per hour, a 4 mph increase from his previous appearance. But the more telling thing in regard to Leyland's confidence in Valverde is that the appearance was his first since Game 1 of the ALCS, when the Blue let 4-run lead to the Yankees. Yes, he has 84 regular season saves the past 2 years, but his 3.78 ERA and 27 walks in 69 innings were concerning. And those numbers, combined with the postseason stumbles, led Leyland to turn to lefty Phil Koch in late innings during the ALCS. Koch has worked 7 1/3 shutout innings in "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." The postseason, but it is hard to ignore the fact that during the regular season he had a 4.00 ERA and a .324 batting average against, including .396 against right-handers.